La province du sud de la Zambie est traditionnellement connue pour sa production d'élevage qui contribue grandement à la croissance économique du pays. La plupart des communautés de cette partie rurale de la province du sud, comme celle de Macha et Mapanza, dépendent de l'agriculture pour subsister. Les familles vivent de l'élevage de bétail, ce qui nécessite l'accès à une grande surface de terre pour le pâturage. Aujourd'hui, ce mode de vie est menacé, puisque la terre est soumise aux investissements commerciaux et que dans la plupart des cas, les populations locales n'ont pas de titre de propriété officiel pour leurs terres. À l'aide de la loi sur les terres de 1995, le gouvernement de la Zambie a créé un environnement propice à la croissance de l'agriculture commerciale. L'agriculture commerciale moderne ne se limite pas à la production de denrées agricoles ou d'élevage. Par exemple, en raison du coût élevé des produits pétroliers à l'échelle mondiale, la production d'agrocarburants comme source alternative d'énergie devient de plus en plus importante. L'expansion des cultures destinées à la production d'agrocarburants, comme celle de la jatropha, n'a cessé de croître dans le pays, une situation qui met de plus en plus de pression sur l'accès à la terre. Dans la plupart des zones rurales, les communautés estiment que de tels investissements sont la cause de déplacements humains importants. Dans la province du Sud, Macha est un territoire où les déplacements humains sont devenus un grave problème. L'Alliance pour la terre de la Zambie a entrepris une étude pour évaluer les impacts sociaux de la commercialisation des terres pour la production d'agrocarburants. Une équipe, composée de l'Alliance pour la terre de la Zambie et d'un groupe de chercheurs, a récemment effectué une visite à Macha afin de recueillir des informations de première main auprès de la communauté locale qui affirme avoir été déplacée des terres sur lesquelles elle vivait. Ces terres ont été affectées à la production de jatropha.
Mube na twagazwa wakalega kitoma aruni bamba guti inkito twaguresha mube mari katugesi inyika iya ndokede nepenkeni yago ngomarago ngotwagupa kwa ukala kutwagakara mube twahokala ina tulikedana enoguzwawo kwabora ibatutonka utigamuzwa mu mihini kasuyitwa gapegwa busenga.
The time came when we were told that we should move. So we just heard that there's some bulldozers at Mbabala, so they are coming. So it was around the 19 hours. So at that time, we were very afraid, and we even removed our iron sheets, trying to take them, we want to hide them in the bush, and we were scattered. In fact, we had nothing to do.
Le 23 septembre 2010 est un jour que les villageois et les villageoises des communautés de Macha et de Mapanza n'oublieront jamais. Ce jour-là, plus de 3000 personnes de ces deux communautés ont vu leurs maisons et leurs silos et réserves de nourriture incendiés suite à un ordre d'éviction venu en haut lieu de la capitale, Lusaka.
So twalikugagira kuti tuyagenda olokulima ngina twakalima pe. Uno mwaka last year bina twakalima pe. Enganda dagagira kuti pindi yake batata bakandipa busa kuti ndiyage kuya. Mbena mana imu ndaga bakandipa busa na kuti ndilime. So babusana kunda ali kulima ko bagaya ka restaurant.
Ngonya akupenye kwa boma. Eno tukedewo kwina ejakulya munda bakuka kuti mutuli.
Environ 80% des communautés agricoles du pays pratiquent l'agriculture à petite échelle, la plupart cultivant sur les terres communautaires ou coutumières.
From that time when they said you shouldn't plant, then we just saw this man, he brought a group of people who he employed to stamp. So they were just stamping all over. Near the yard, they were stamping. They were given 50 by 50. They were given 400,000 for stamping that 50 by 50. So they went as far as in the yards. Even in the yards, they were measuring 50 by 50. Then they put some holes, 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter. After putting, then they come, then they plant. They plant in the yard. So me, I asked them, but you, why are you planting? Why are you removing the trees and putting the holes and planting these plants? I hear that these plants, they are dangerous to children. And yet when these plants comes up, well, you want to put poison to safeguard these plants from being eaten by termites. Then I said, no, yes, in fact, you are not supposed to be here. So these plants, they are not supposed to be.
This white man has not brought any good development within this place because the airport he has put, the local people are not benefiting. Nobody is actually using the airport. Of course, he has built a school for children, but also it is too expensive for the local people. This white man took most of the land. Now, this is our land. We don't want this land to be taken by the white men again. We fought for independence, and this is for our benefits. We want to live on our land. We are worthy every grain of this.
Pour conclure, le directeur exécutif de l'Alliance pour la terre de la Zambie, Henri Makina, présente une vue d'ensemble de la situation à Matcha.
The classic example of a case where poor people who are powerless end up losing their means of livelihood simply because the laws do not protect them. These families, as you saw in the field, have been there for between 10 to 80 years. And now they've been told to move. And they are not very clear where they should go because wherever they've been asking to go to, there is not enough land. And once they are evicted, they are vulnerable to food insecurity and many other different problems. We have one major problem also is that most people will stay on a piece of land for a long time without knowing the status of that piece of land, whether the land is customary or it's on title, and yet people continue to living on that piece of land. So our recommendation is that people must know the status of their land wherever they are in Zambia, even if they've lived there for a long time. That will prevent them from being evicted arbitrarily. And therefore we are appealing to government that this is the time to review the country laws, particularly with regard to large-scale investments. We have this particular case is a case where production of biofuels and in particular jatropha is pushing these people out of the land which they've been using for many years. And so we are appealing to government to say that they must put in place a legal framework that should protect people as these large-scale investments are coming into our country.